The dazzling phenomenon of these strange lights on the planet Mars. Welcome to a new documentary. If it is the first time, I introduce myself. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison and I appreciate you decide to see this educational content, where we will learn a new look at what is happening on the apparently desolate Martian surface, explaining a recent scientific investigation that details, thanks to technology, the reasons why these peculiar phenomena occur. Join me on this new scientific and technological journey from the perspective of an engineer. Let's start. These strange lights on the planet Mars have been identified and shown for the first time in history thanks to a renowned international team of scientists. In an obvious demonstration of how unknown and enigmatic the planet Mars still is, but at the same time how much the planet Mars resembles the planet Earth in some of the phenomena that occur on the surface of our planet. Deciphering this Martian phenomenon has been achieved with the contributions of the technology with which the orbiters that study the planet Mars and the robots that travel the surface of the red planet are equipped. Let's find out together what causes these peculiar and striking lights in some areas of the Martian surface. But first, I ask you to support us by liking this video, sharing this video with your contacts, and subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, so with your support, we can continue to frequently generate interesting documentaries on aerospace technology and the universe. Thank you for contributing to the creation of educational content. An astronaut looking up while walking on the red Martian soil could, after intense solar flares, observe an aurora with the naked eye. Cyril Simon Wedland, aerospace research scientist. The findings supporting this image were published in a broad scientific paper in the Journal of Geophysical Research, Space Physics on March 27, 2022 titled, Discrete Aurora on Mars, Dependence on Upstream Solar Wind Conditions, where they explain this type of phenomenon as the equivalent to what here on our Earth we know as polar aurora, or aurora polaris, a phenomenon in the form of luminescence that occurs in the night sky, generally in polar areas, although it can appear in other areas of the world for short periods. In the southern hemisphere of planet Earth, this type of phenomenon is known as the aurora australis, and in the northern hemisphere as aurora borealis, from aurora, the Roman goddess of dawn, which depending on where it is seen is combined with the Latin word auster, which means south, and the Greek word boreas, meaning north. This phenomenon on the planet Mars confirms that our planet Earth is not the only planet where the northern lights form. On the contrary, the same phenomenon has been detected in almost all the planets of the solar system, with the exception of Mercury. Even some of Jupiter's moons have been shown to form them, depending on the magnetic dynamics of each celestial body. Although the planet Mars does not have a magnetic field like that of planet Earth, which would protect the surface from solar storms, the study researchers detected lights at the poles of Mars. Scientific research clearly establishes that discrete auroras on Mars, characterized by their small spatial scale and their tendency to form near strong cortex magnetic fields, are emissions produced by the precipitation of particles in the upper Martian's atmosphere. For this reason, although there is no magnetic field on Mars, northern lights can be seen over the Martian crust. According to their observations, the rate of occurrence depends mainly on the dynamic pressure of the solar wind. Another hypothesis is that these natural phenomena are the product of coronal mass ejections from the Sun, which are loaded with solar particles. This is why an ultraviolet halo sometimes shines around the red planet. Previous reputable scientific investigations based on data from the United States Space Agency, NASA, also managed to recreate in a computerized way this sample of visible auroras on Mars caused by magnetic anomalies, highlighting that even the brightest Martian auroras can light up the sky in regions without any magnetic field. Everyday science and technology show us more than what is in this seemingly monotonous desert panorama of the Martian surface. There are many regions on Mars that hide light shows of auroras and many other enigmas. I would like to know your reflections on these spectacular phenomena. I read them in the comments of this video, while I leave you the best and most recent images and panoramas sent by the robots that travel the surface of the planet Mars. As usual, we appreciate you informing us. It is a real pleasure to be able to provide you with the main news, trends and developments about the most important aspects of aerospace technology and the universe, from the perspective of an engineer. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison, and I invite you to meet again in a future installment.